Welcome back to Magical Mayhem. Today we're going to get burn. Extreme burn. Let's get started. If you don't know Extreme Burn 2.0, it's a transposition of money from ones to hundreds. Usually what they do. I do 1 to 20s. I've been performing Patrick Page's Easy Money for many years. It's a great routine. Eugene Berger taught me one, and I'm happy to say that I use that all the time. I've gotten great results. I love effects that use things that people understand. So if I reach into my wallet, I bring out some money, they understand what that is. It's not some funny magician's funny trick or something. It's money. It's real money. You can hand out the money, you can let them touch it, obviously not the gimmick, and then perform the miracle. With Patrick Page Easy Money, I usually do it here. It's a little bit more slower transposition. It's not instant. So there's oohs and ahs with it, but I never quite got the same effect that I do with Extreme Burn 2.0. This is very instant change. I do 1 to 20s. The reason I do 1 to 20s is because a friend out in Vegas told me about another magician that he knew who was performing it with hundreds, and a couple guys followed him out of the bar that he was performing at, and well, they knew that he had all that money on him, so obviously they followed him out and took all his money. So I do it 1 to 20s. It's probably safer. Not to mention the fact you're tying up all those $100 bills, which I don't like to do that. So 1 to 20s, I still get the same effect. But with Extreme Burn 2.0, it's an instant 1 to 20s. Even when I do it, I always like to film myself when I do this. When I look back at the video and I see myself, I fool myself because I know what's going to happen. I know how it's going to happen. But it's still so startling to see it happen so quickly. It's just a flick and it happens. And if you handle the money just right, you can still let people touch the money and see it. In fact, Extreme Burn 2.0, he has a section, a certain something that he uses, so that way he can palm it off and hide it. And he teaches you all that. So he teaches you how to set it up, how to perform it, and then if you wanted to, you could also palm off the certain something and then hide it, and you end up pretty clean. I don't do that part of it, but I like effects that, again, use things that people understand and that I could make a routine out of. So I can go into this and then possibly go into Matt Johnson's Melt. If you're not familiar with that, you may want to look into that too. Highly recommended. I can perform it, take $1 bill or one of the 20s out, pocket the rest. And it makes perfect sense for me to pocket the rest and then just keep the one because I only need the one. So now the gimmick is out of view, out of mind, and I could do like a pen penetration or something like that, or even a dollar bill float a $20 bill. So it just makes perfect sense. Richard Sanders does a great job of explaining everything that's needed. Everything is included, including the certain something that you require. And there's that portion, and then you can add on the second one to lock it in. I don't do that. I just didn't think it was needed. I think it's clean enough just going with what Richard Sanders giving you. He's giving you a great routine. He's giving you everything that you need, and he talks about performance, which is a big plus. I highly recommend you get it if you don't do a bill transposition like this one. I know there's a few out there in the market. I like Extreme Burn 2.0. When the switch is made, it's instant and people get that second look at it. He shows you a way to count the money, so people are looking at your hands. At the full attention is on your hands, and at a certain count, you perform it, and it happens, and everyone's burning your hands, and it happens instantly and very magically, I might add. Highly recommended. Richard Sanders Extreme Burn 2.0, lock and load it. I would say definitely get it. So there you go, Extreme Burn 2. I love it. Hopefully you guys found something you can use here. If you did, please give me that thumbs up. I really would appreciate it. And share it with your friends. And if you haven't done so, please consider subscribing. And remember, keep it amazing.